saw this on my schedule and got very excited for this bout. My last bout for the weekend, and but it'll be my last bout for a while, as I'm going to take a little sabbatical from announcing, taking on a new job. So I am honored to do my last bout with you, Captain Luke.
And I am honored to have you on the mic once again. We started together this weekend. We will end together this weekend. This matchup is the rubber match. Tri-City had traveled to the outfit in 2011, lost their bout there, and they faced off again last year at Spring Roll, where Tri-City came out the victors. So the record is 1-1 against each other. Let's see who wins. Tri-City in black, the outfit in yellow.
As we get the first whistle, again, we're in a little bit of a position here where we can't see as well as we're facing the pivot line, but that's going to be number 11 for Tri-City, Overkill. She's going to get lead jammer. She dances her way around to the outside and takes her first pass through as she's going to climb up for some points now. Lola Blow trying to find her way through the pack, has to get recycled all the way back.
Lola Blow fighting her way through the front of the pack. One to beat. That one is Wild Lee Coyote.
And she's going to get called for an out of play there. She's going to have to go to the box there, Captain Luke.
Overkill completing another pass. 4 points going up for Tri-City.
But not before Lola Blow is able to slide through there and pick up 3 points, it looks like, from Danziger.
So a 9-3 jam to start off this game. 29 minutes remaining in the first half. Excitement as expected, Jeff.
Yeah, I think we're going to see an excellent bout from both of these teams. Like you said, the rubber match last year, Tri-City in this same building beat the outfit. Kind of a little surprise.
The same track even.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, that's going to be a great rematch today. And right off out of the gate, that's going to be number 18. That is going to be
Matzo Ball Breaker.
Looking on the wrong sheet. Matzo Ball makes her way through, but right behind her is going to be Freudian Whip as she is able to get out behind the pack as well. Making her way now and going to get called it off by Matza.
So the score is now 9-6 for those 3 points for the outfit. Matzo Ball Breaker doing a great job against Thunder last year as well. Has really picked up her game in the year in between. We're going to get another jam underway. Number 11 once again wearing the star for Thunder.
I know it's Mako out there for the outfit. Can't see who it is for Tri-City. Oh, Mako. I think I did have the outfit too. Mako out there for the outfit. Dances along the outside line. He gets lead jammer for Chicago. Tri-City's jammer still caught up in the back there, trying to find her way through against that stout wall of the Chicago outfit. Mako finally wakes her way through, hits the ground but gets up running. No stopping there, gets her wheels caught up in the tape, has to recycle all the way back behind the back of the pack, surveying the back of the pack, finding her way, taps her hips twice, flutters now, calls it off in a hurry. She's going to get 4 more points for the outfit.
And those 4 points will give us our first lead change of the game. The Chicago outfit now in the lead, 10-9.
Looks like Lola Blow lining up out there for the outfit. Dark jet black hair coming out underneath the yellow jammer cover as she lines up on the jammer line. Takes a runner stance as she gets ready to go. Hits that pack. Out there is going to be number 67 for the Tri-Cities.
669, that's Praying Mantis.
Both jammers trying to make their way through now. Caught up in the pack. Lola Blow. Hindered there by direction of gameplay, but still tied up in that tight 3 wall of Tri-City. Finding her way around lead. Jammer is going to go to Tri-City. Praying Mantis hits the pack, scores 4 points and calls it off. Going to be a lead change.
Lead change number 2.
I guess if you're at home watching this, it's time to take a drink.
Yeah, if you're sitting at home, you're missing a good game in person, but at least you get to watch it online, and that's because It's being produced by Hinckley Productions. They've been broadcasting for Derby fans worldwide since 2008. You can check out DVDs at hinckleyproductions.com/springroll.
We see the Drone Ranger out there playing defense for the outfit. Lee Jammer's going to go to 9 TNT. That's going to be Wild Lee Coyote as she makes her way through for the Tri-City to get Lee Jammer. Matza Ballbreaker finally gets out of the pack for the outfit. Now it's a race to see who can get points. Lee Jammer is in the hands of the Tri-City. They're in control of this jam. Gliding on 4 wheels. Calls off the jam is Wild Lee Coyote.
Score now 15-10 for Tri-City. The Canadians with a 5-point lead, 5 jams into this game, and only 5 minutes gone in the game as well, Jeff.
Yeah, very fast pace here.
Quick jams, everybody hitting it and quitting it, getting it done as fast as they possibly can.
Mako dance around on the back line back there, trying to find a position to get started. Finally settles in on the outside. Tri-City's Jammer on the inside, middle of the line, trying to find her way through. Mako gets Lee Jammer, but she gets knocked out of bounds and has to get recycled all the way to the back of the pack. That's going to give number 22 the chance to get around 40 and whip, and Mako calls it off quickly. Tri-City blockers out there celebrating that. They take that as a win since they didn't get Lee Jammer to force Mako to call it off.
That's right, no points for either side. Able to cycle Mako back into the pack, allowing Freudian Whip to get out. Mako calling it off. And we'd like to remind you the after party, the official after party, will be at the Holiday Inn Ballroom tonight. Hors d'oeuvres, DJ, dancing and shenanigans, and yes, 2 bars that'll be serving alcohol. That's 2 bars.
Lee Jammer's going to go to Lola Blow as she slides around on the inside. Right behind her, though, is number 11. That's going to be Overkill as she's trying to make her way out and following in the wake. We're 4 on 4. It's an all skate out there at this time. Skaters hitting the ground. Lola Blow looking behind her, taps her hips with a little flutter, calls it off. But not before Tri-City is able to score 3-1 for the outfit. She waited a little too long to call that one off, Captain.
A little bit too long, but outfit now evening are taking the lead in lead jammers, 4-3 so far, but score is 18-11 on the Tri-City side.
I believe, if my eyes don't deceive me, that's Matza out there for the outfit. We'll find out as they come around through turn 1. Right now, everybody in between the jammer and the pivot line, dancing on her toe stops, coming around. That's going to be number 18, Lola Blow. That is Matza Ballbreaker. Got my numbers back. I was correct the first time. Matza Ballbreaker dancing on her toe stops, Captain, as she made her way around. Out there again for Tri-Cities is 40 and whip. 40 and flying through the apex. Got 2 points matched. 2 for 2 on that one. 22 minutes left to go in this one. Our score is going to be 20-13 in favor of Tri-City.
So even though the outfit on a 3-lead jammer run, Tri-City still able to outscore them.
The Jammer's playing very wisely for Tri-City, staying close and hitting that burst of speed. Almost hitting that nitrous at the end there to get a couple more points.
22 minutes, 22 seconds remaining in the first half. 20-13 is the score. Mako taking the star once again for the outfit, and it's number 11, Overkill for Tri-City.
Absolutely, Overkill in the front now, trying to make her way through on the inside, but gets hit, knocked out of bounds. Gonna have to recycle. Gonna have a low block called on one of the Tri-City blockers. Lee Jammer's going to go to Mako. Overkill still stuck in that pack of the 3 wall of the Chicago outfit. They've got a goat, but it's not helping as Mako's now hit that pack and is on a scoring pass. If she can get around the Jammer, that'll be a 5th point that she can score. And she slides through. Did she get all 5 points legally and inbounds? As Ola skates out, calls it off, and she did get a high five from her jam ref. So the outfit able to cut into that lead just a little bit, making it 18-20. We have a 2-point difference, Captain.
2 points separating these teams. You know, Overkill had just about made her way out of that pack when Judge managed to knock her out of bounds, cycled her back, giving Mako the opportunity to get lead jammer, put points up on the board. We're going to get an official timeout.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have to get the jam refs over here to check out the scores.
Oh, like that?
And we'd like to remind you that as time runs down in Spring Roll, you still have an opportunity to go over to Persephone's Treasures and get your official 2014 Spring Roll shirt.
Just got mine from 2014 this year. I had one custom made how I wanted it to make. Still have mine from 2 years ago when I was here at Spring Roll. Persephone's Treasures does amazing work, high quality material. So thanks to them for being a sponsor and a vendor yet again this year at Spring Roll.
And if you have been watching at home and are interested in competing in Spring Roll 2015, it will be the Year of the Goat. Save the date for Spring Roll number 6, May 15th to 17th in 2015. Interested teams can send an email to springrollinformation@gmail.com.
Yeah, if you've never played here before, get your name in and come and experience. And I know the Twin City Derby girls made their first appearance here this year. Walked out of here 2 bouts to 1 in the victory column. Very happy. Hard hit there on Lola Blow as she got taken out. Oh, she gets hit while she's on her knees, tries to recover. Nothing but bouncing around out there, and that's going to be number 69. That's going to be Praying Mantis. He's going to get lead jammer for the Tri-City. Praying now hits the pack, trying to make some points up here. Gets around, going to call off the jam. And we're going to get a penalty on one of the outfit girls for a low block from Ogre, our referee. While we have a minute, I would like to thank our referees and NSOs one more time for this weekend, for their dedication, their volunteering, and all the work that they put into this for this weekend. It's a lot for these referees. They're on one bout, off one bout.
Yeah, they work them hard at Spring Roll, but we appreciate all the efforts they put on the track. That was Scream Printer heading to the penalty box. So it'll be a 4-on-3 pack advantage for Tri-City.
And in a tight bunch there is a ball of black and yellow, separated by about 8 feet. We're going to get another Tri-City skater going to the penalty box. And number 11, the jammer for the outfit, is going to go to the box with a penalty. That is...
Number 11 is Overkill, and it is for Tri-City.
Yeah,
the power jam advantage goes to the outfit.
Yeah, Matza Ballbreaker now on a power jam out there. A chance to cut into that lead yet again here. Gets knocked out of bounds, has to get recycled back. Only one skater to beat. That's number 9, TNT, Wildly Coyote, doing double duties as pivot and jammer. Matza skating her way around, getting instructions from Gordon on the coach, on the bench. Surveys the pack. Now hits the pack again, trying to find a way to go. No pack is called. Skaters have to reform. Gonna get a destruction back. Wow. Nice apex jump there.
Massive apex jump. Jam gets held off, and those 2 extra points that Matza Ballbreaker was able to pick up will change the score to 25 to 24, and now it is once again the Chicago outfit in the lead with 7 points on that power jam.
Yeah, and that apex jump was actually her first exit out of the pack as she got called for a penalty, so that's why there was no point scored on that. If you're scoring at home,
Mako for Chicago outfit, Freudian Whip for Tri-City.
Yeah, the pack is about 8 feet off of that jammer line, all bunched up together. Now we're seeing the Tri-City pack in the front, the outfit pack in the back. Each jammer taking on the opposing team on their own. Now we're all tied up there. Again, hard hit there by number 58 for the outfit.
Lethal Dose, number 50.
And she gave a lethal dose there on that jam, on that block. Number 22 gets out of the pack there for the Tri-City. Freudian Whip, she is not going to be lead jammer, but she does leave on her initial pass.
Tri-City defense able to keep Mako in the pack, only surrendering a single point on that pass. Now the lead is 2 points, so 2 slim points for Chicago outfit, with 17 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the first half. This will be the final bout for the Chicago outfit and the final bout for Tri-City as well. Chicago playing 3 games this weekend. This is the 4th for the Canadians.
Yeah, they got a lot of bouts in this weekend. A lot of skaters hitting the ground. We're going to get a back block called on number 14 for the outfit. That is the Joan Ranger. The first time she's donned the star tonight. She got a back block. Oh, hard hit there on Wildly Coyote. She bounces right back up from that though. Stays strong, gets lead jammer for Tri-City.
Yeah, that was Judge picking up the high block, heading to the penalty box. Only 3 blockers remaining on the track for Wildly Coyote. The power jam continues. Overkill sprinting into the pack, normally jamming. this time doing a great job blocking, opening up the way for Wild Lee Coyote, and 5 points go on the board for Tri-City. That rolls them to 29, and they retake the lead, and they freeze the jammer, the Joan Ranger, in the penalty box for the outfit. This will be a power start for Tri-City, and they send number 22, Freudian Whip, to the line.
Yeah, there was a nice sweeping gate move there by Tri-City to get their jammer through to get all of those points, and then called it right off. Freudian trying to make her way through, tucked back in behind, goes to the outside, trying to find a gap anywhere she can find, going up against Mako, who is now blocking instead of jamming. One to beat, that's the pivot for the outfit, and Freudian gets through and gets lead jammer for Tri-City. Joan Ranger's going to go right back to the box. She comes in and gets yet another penalty. Excellent call off in that previous jam, because now Joan's going to get 2 straight penalties in a row, 2 straight power jams for Tri-Cities as Freudian skates to the outside, doing crossovers all the way through turns 3 and 4. She gets a high five from her jam ref.
Yeah, the Joan Ranger picked up a track cut that time to go with her back block from the previous jam.
Freudian trying to make her way through. It's going to be now a 3-3 blocker, a 3-on-4, as one of the Tri-City skaters is going to get sent to the box. Mako knocks his Freudian all the way to the back. She has to recycle in the end of the second apex turn. Freudian pushing her way through, meeting that stout wall of Chicago outfit skaters. Trying to find a way, can't get around. Strong party hat maneuver bit there. Joan Ranger slips. So number 4, which had an attempted star pass there. Or no, Joan Ranger lost her. It was not a star pass, she just lost her cover.
She has recovered it now, though, and is back into active jammer status.
Yep. But not before Freudian slip is able to get out. Joan gets 4 points on her own as well, too. Now Freudian slip skating around, content to try to get points, and now flutters her hips and calls off the jam.
So yeah, the Joan Ranger losing her helmet cover, but still getting through the pack, considered her initial pass. She picks up the star, puts it back on her head, gets through, and it is considered a scoring pass, picks up 4 points for the outfit. That moves them to 30, and Freudian Whip able to put 10 points on the board for Tri-City.
Which is almost their lead.
Yes.
Yep, almost their lead. 9 points over the outfit here as we get set for this next jam. Skaters all in a tight ball up around turn 1 at the pivot line now. Matza ball breaker on the outside trying to find a gap, can't do it. Instead, on the inside, that's going to be number 11 overkill for the Tri-City lead jammer. Matza ball on the inside, still can't get around, knocked to the inside, has to recycle, comes back around. Matza ball going hip to hip with Ova. Ova now in behind her as they come around the turn 1s and 2 and into the second straightaway. Ova content to skate, calls it off as she gains position on Matza ball breaker.
Matza ball breaker and Overkill exchanging high fives as they return to their bench. Overkill picking off the jammer point, getting 5 points on that jam. Tri-City Thunder now at 44 to the outfit's 30.
Unfortunately for Tri-City, though, Commander Will Wrecker is going to start this jam in the box.
Yes, she is her second trip of the game. Again, if you're watching at home, Tri-City from Canada, Ontario, Kitchener-Waterloo, Cambridge are in black, and the Chicago outfit are in yellow. Multiplayer block going to Fox Smolder. She'll spend 30 seconds in the penalty box, and lead jammer going to Lola Blow of the Chicago outfit.
Absolutely now, out there now, 16 and 9, Wild Lee Coyote. She tries to make her way through and does finally escape out of there.
You were right the first time, Jeff. It was praying mantis.
Yep, that is praying mantis.
4 points.
Names and numbers are starting to
blur
together.
It's been a long weekend for the skaters, a long weekend for the refs, and a long weekend for the voices. 4 points for Chicago on that last jam as it was called off. Chicago outfit now at 34 to the 44 that Tri-City has. A 10-point lead for the Canadians with 12 minutes remaining in the first half. And we're going to get our first team timeout of the game as Jay Robot throws the tee at the refs, and indicates he wants a team timeout, Jeff.
Yeah, it's hard to say here, Captain. I'm not seeing one team take really control of this. In the last bout, we saw the Outlaws take control right away and led the whole thing. This one's back and forth. We've had several lead changes. No team really has an advantage over the other team. Seeing this one go back and forth. Going to be an interesting bout the whole way through. 12 minutes, 14 seconds, a little way halfway through the first period. 44-34. 10 points separates these two teams. And in Derby, that's nothing.
10 points is nothing. Chicago outfit comes into this tournament ranked 65th in the WFTDA. Tri-City ranked 40th. Over the weekend, Tri-City has racked up a 2-1 record with wins over Glasgow and Big Easy, and a loss to Jet City. The outfit is 2-0 with big wins over Cincinnati and Connecticut. That puts the outfit 2-3 on the season, and I have not seen them look this good in the last year. I think they've looked fantastic. Their spirit has been great on the bench, and it's nice to see the outfit back and playing great derby on the track.
Yeah. All right, we're getting ready to go. Unfortunately for Jet City, still 2 in the box, so they're going to be at a 4-2 disadvantage. Mako doesn't have much to go over. Going to get a low block, so there's going to be yet another Tri-City skater in the box. She bows and says, thank you. That's number 14, Annex.
Wildly Coyote having to let Mako go. Mako picks up lead jammer for the Chicago outfit. Overkill having no luck getting out of the pack. The wall of yellow continuing to cycle her out of bounds and draw her back. Mako completing her first scoring pass, and that's 5 big roller derby points, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. Mako hit the 2 wall of Tri-City and actually helped destroy the pack with a legal hit and knocked them so far forward that the pack was destroyed. Mako not afraid to take on these Tri-City blockers one-on-one. Out of play now, she has to be released. She's going to flutter her hips and call it off about before she gets 5 more points to nothing for Tri-City.
That second 5-point pass cuts the lead to, well, it was 10 before and she got 2 5s. That means we've got ourselves a good old-fashioned tie. 44 all, everybody.
Yep. The coach over there for the outfit, Gordon, cheering them on, giving them instructions, letting them know where to go. Again, the outfit going to start with a 4-2 advantage. Looks like Matza Ballbreaker lined up in the runner position out there on the jammer line. Tries to find her way through, stumbles into the only 2 blockers on the track, gets knocked out of bounds, has to recycle. Jet City now back to 3 blockers. Fordian slip, tries to get through, got knocked back there. She's going to have Fordian whipped, my apologies, going to have to get back through that 3 wall of the outfit. Matza now on her scoring pass as she slides through, unnoticed by the Tri-City blockers. Kind of lost track over there, did they?
They did, but they managed to get their penalty box cleared out. We'll get some 5-on-5 roller derby action, but the tie is broken. 4 points going to the outfit, and they're back in the lead, 48-44, with 10 minutes remaining in the first half.
All right, you said it. It's an all skate on the floor this time. Number 13 from the outfit, looking toward from Tri-City. That's Rain Blows Bright. She's leading that party hat formation. Now on a tripod, trying to keep that jammer Lola Blow from getting through. Lola on the outside, trying to make her way around, finding the gap. Can't find it. Stuck behind a tight 3 wall of Tri-City. Jamming for the first time out there is Agrosaurus for Tri-City, Captain Luke.
Yeah, she's been out as an alt-jammer in previous games. First time in this game, Lola Blow picking up lead jammer, though, for the outfit. Agrosaurus having no luck getting through, and Lola Blow picks her way out of the pack quickly, picks up the jammer point, calls it off, and 5 more points.
Yeah, just as Agrosaurus got out of there, Lola came past her, said, hey, I want to get 1 more point here, fluttered her hips and called it off.
Chicago outfit on a 23-point run on Tri-City. Tri-City has been stuck at 44 points for 5 jams now.
Mako back out there for the outfit. She crouches down behind the jammer line. All 10 skaters within about 6 feet of each other out there on the track. The C party for Mako, and she just slid right through. She's going to get lead jammer for the Chicago outfit. Wild, yep.
Praying Mantis also out of the pack. Tri-City moves all their points to the front of the pack. Mako decides that she's going to call it off. Double fist in the air means no points up on the board. Score remains 53 to 44. The 9-point gap remains. Chicago in the lead.
Excellent defense there by Tri-City as Praying Mantis sped up, as did the pack, her blockers, forcing Mako to call it off as Chicago was out positioned there in the back. Annex now lines up facing the jammer line. Next to her is number 13. That's Rainbow Blight. Each of those trying to use their blockers to help knock back. And we're going to get a track cut on the Chicago outfit. That's going to be Matza Ballbreaker.
Yeah, that was Wild Lee Coyote that drew her back, forced the track cut. Now a power jam for Overkill and Tri-City Thunder.
Overkill, though, still stuck in there, so she can't waste any time in there if she wants to capitalize on this, Captain Lou. Overkill knocked back to the outside, still on her initial pass.
And as we've seen is the trend in the last 10 minutes, the Chicago defense really locking down, refusing to give any ground, and Overkill not having any luck getting out of that pack. Judge at the front anchoring things, finally has to let her go. Overkill gets out and gets lead jammer, but almost the entire penalty kill, Jeff.
Yeah, as we say that, Matza Ballbreaker enters the pack from the rear. So she's going to be on her initial pass still. Ova hits, falls small so as not to get a low block. Matza Ballbreaker tumbles, hits a knee, slides on it, gets back up, uses her momentum to keep her going. Whistles are blowing. Gonna get a forearm call on somebody. Reaver, and that's going to be on Ova, so it's going to be a power jam for the outfit. Reaver had that call on the outside. And we're going to get a star pass here.
Star pass going to number 666. Susie Crotchrod taking the star now. We'll go the full 2 minutes, Jeff.
And we're going to get 2 minutes. Susie's going up against the pivot there for Tri-City. She's going to get out of the pack. But that is the first time out. Took them a minute 51 just to get their jammer out of the pack. Susie barrels her way through, tries to pick up some points, does get 5 points as the jam ends. Fortunately, Overkill is released as that jam comes to an end.
Overkill picked up 2 points before that forearm was called. And the score now is 58 to 46 with 5.5 minutes remaining in the first half.
Looks like a Lola Blow lined up out there for the outfit. Crouches down again in that runner's position. Everybody on the jammer line. Tight walls. This is skaters trying to make their way through. No pack is called. Lola Blow forcing her way through, chest to chest, trying to make her way around. Now steps to the outside, can't quite get it. Number 22 for the Tri-City. That's Freudian whip. Still stuck in the back. Now she's finally out, but Lee Jammer goes to the outfit. Pace of this pack has really picked up here, Lou, as the Tri-City is trying to skate this through and out to keep from being any points. Lola Blow gets through, picks up a couple of points, and calls it off very wisely there.
Picks up 2 points. Nice work on the blockers part of the Chicago outfit to pick off Mia Wallace and Lippy Wrongstockings at the back to give those 2 points to their jammer. Like you said, that pack was hustling. The only way she was going to get any points is if she got some help, and she did.
She absolutely did. They got a goat, and so they were able to get up there and get a couple more points for the outfit, extending that lead now to 14. We see Annex, again, facing the jammer line, trying to position her blockers where she wants them to help hold up Mako. Mako, a very strong new transferee to the outfit.
Too strong that time as she picks up a track cut, comes in ahead of the blocker that knocked her out of bounds, and she's going to the box. This has turned into a power jam for Tri-City, and Wild Lee Coyote has a star in her head.
And she has stars in her eyes as she's trying to figure out how to get around these skaters and get lead jammer. She does get it. Now she has to score points. She'll have about 15 seconds or so to try to score as many points as she can before Mako comes back in. Mako, though, still on her initial pass still. Wildy takes a hard hit, but gets back up, shakes it off, says, I'm ready for you. Keeps trying to make her way through. Bodies tangle. Oh, hard hit there. Wildly Coyote met that challenge head on. That was number 82 for the outfit.
Energizer Bunny.
Yeah, Energizer Bunny, she is, I saw her a couple of weeks ago, and she is certainly a hard player and not afraid to give it.
Power Jam is over. Mako returning from the box, but picks up another track cut. It's a second Power Jam for Tri-City.
Mako is on the track for basically about 10 seconds and has picked up 2 track cuts.
That wall of yellow, Jeff, is holding solid against Wildly Coyote. She's having trouble making it through.
Very wisely calls it off. I think that's a good call to call it off. She was obviously tired. Yep. Let's start the next jam with the jammer sitting, so we know we got at least 10 seconds before she's going to get out of there. So that's going to cut that lead to 6 points as that clock is ticking down to 2.5 minutes here, Captain Lou.
Absolutely, and we're going to get Overkill wearing the star for this power start. Still 4-on-4 blockers on the track. As we've seen, the power kill abilities of Chicago outfit have been stellar in this first half.
We're going to get an official timeout here. Yeah, you and I talked about it in the first bout about how this 30-second penalty is going to change the way teams play now because they only have to stall for 30 seconds versus a minute. The old days of where we see teams just line up and take it, I think are gone.
Absolutely.
And I'm glad. Yeah. I'm glad. I think the fans will appreciate it a lot more too.
You don't see those monster power jams anymore. They're all 10, 15 points at the most. Although one of the skaters on Tri-City earlier today, when 2 blockers were failed to be fielded by Big Easy, managed to put 45 points up in a single jam. So you can still have big jams, but it's usually not the way it was with the 1-minute power jams that we saw in the previous rules.
Yeah, absolutely. If you get a 45-point power jam today, you should definitely be proud about that.
Yep.
All right, out there, 4-on-4 blocker on blockers. Tri-City Jammer trying to make her way through. That's Overkill out there, sporting the black jersey with the white numbers, number 11. Out of play is called. Lead Jammer is awarded immediately on an out of play. Ova's now skating her way around. She's now going to hit the back of the pack. Offensive being played by the Tri-Cities. Ova stumbles, bumbles, gets back up to her feet though, fighting her way through, knocked out of bounds, trying to find the strength to get through. Mako now out of the penalty box on her initial pass. She too is forcing her way through. She takes a knee, gets right back up. Both of these teams, again, have played multiple bouts this weekend. Will it come into play? The strength and stamina. How long can you go? Do you have what it takes? The pack stretched out from turn 1 to turn 4. And the jam is called by Ova.
3 more points for Tri-City. Praying Mantis picking up a multiplayer block at the end of that jam. And even with the double power jams, Tri-City still trailing by 3 points.
Again, you alluded to it, or didn't allude to it, you flat out called it a few minutes ago. Chicago doing an excellent job, even in these power jams, when they're losing into that power jam, they're doing an excellent job of keeping Tri-City from adding a bunch of points to the scoreboard.
That's right, only giving up 11 points over that double power jam.
Out there dancing around now is Lola Blow, small in stature but tall in desire, working her way through. But that's going to be number 22, 40 and Whip, making her way to lead jammer for Tri-City. Lola still has 2 to beat. That's the pivot. Finally gets out of the pack. She's got about a half a pack disadvantage though, as 40 and Whip's going to try to add to this score. And it is called. Wait to see some scores here. 0-3, and that's going to tie us up here.
Of course it is.
We're going to end this half the way we started this half, all knotted up. Mako asks, do we want a timeout? Haven't heard it yet, 6 seconds to go. Teams can call a timeout and stop it. We'll start the jam even if there's 1/10 of a second. But we're not going to get it here.
That's right. I think both teams satisfied with that first half. Lots of hits on the track. Points. Pretty clean game all around. 13 trips to the box for Tri-City. Only 8 trips for the outfit. 5 of those were done by their jammers, so there are only 3 blocker penalties in the first half for the Chicago outfit. And as we have seen in the first half, when Chicago has all their blockers on the track, they are tough to get through. And that is why, even with those jammer penalties, Chicago has this game all knotted up.
Yeah, they were a very tight pack of yellow and black out there. All right, we have all 7 referees out there now as well, too, so we can play derby. Here's the whistle, getting the jam started. Looks like Lola out there for the Chicago outfit. Multiplayer block being called on one of the Chicago outfit. Lola takes a tumble, gets back up there, tries to find her way around. Lead jammer for the outfit, Lola Blow. For the Tri-City, that's going to be Wildly Coyote trying to find her way through the pack. Trying to get a little help from Overkill. Finally out. 5 points for Lola. She's going to get a grand slam for the outfit. Wildly finally gets out of the pack. Lola has an open lane to the inside. Gets hip checked by Overkill. Goes head to head. Goes out of bounds. Picked up 3 points there. She did not get past Ova on that last pass. 4 points. It is now 4 points. She did get past Ova on that last pass.
So those 9 points get added to the 15 she scored in the first half. Now with 24 points, Lola Blow, and now the outfit back in the lead, 69-60, 28 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the game. The first half's over. It's the game now.
I know. Yeah, and I think that last point was probably added because there was a not point out there as a Tri-City blocker was in the box. Matza Ballbreaker out there, bouncing her way around, a little pinballing her way through, trying to find an opening to become lead jammer. Out of play is called, that automatically makes Matza the lead jammer. Freudian whip out there, trying to find her way through, still in her initial pass. Going left, going right, dodging skaters. Gets knocked out of bounds, but the skater goes out of bounds, so that's going to be a no pass, no penalty. Freudian takes full advantage of it and skates out. Matza Ballbreaker skating around, taps her hips a couple of times with her wrist guards and calls it off.
4 more points for the Chicago outfit. A nice 13-0 run to start off the second half. We would like to thank Vital Skates. We know Derby because we do Derby. Vital Skates provides top quality goods and services to all levels of roller skaters with a focus on Derby. Roller Derby even. We have the knowledge to fit and sell boots, plates, and complete skates from top manufacturers, and we know what wheels work best on which surfaces. Thanks to Vital Skates for sponsoring Spring Roll.
Joan Ranger out there for the outfit. Remember the last time Joan jammed, though? She got 2 quick penalties in the same jam. And Ola steps to the inside on an inside line, using the HOV lane and got lead jammer. Nice move by Joan Ranger, but she spins herself right out of bounds and has to recycle all the way back and now try not to become a point. But Ola slams into the back and is going to get a back block. That means we're going to go a full 2 minutes, Captain Lou.
Full 2 minutes, and the jammer of record for the outfit is the Joan Ranger, only jammer on the track, and now going in for points.
Getting a little defensive help there. Gonna get a destruction called on number 14. That's Annex. She's not quite sure of that. She felt like she got pushed out of the way, but either way, she's going to go to the box. Joan Ranger making up for that previous jam she was in, out of play. That's going to be another grand slam for the outfit as they extend their lead to 83-60 here. Joan Ranger working her way through. Slowed her pace down a little bit. Going to find her way. Knows she's got to go the full 2 minutes. No need to kill herself out there. But she is picking up grand slams. Oh, that time, yes, she got the thumb that time as well, too. So another grand slam for Joan Ranger.
Power jam over Overkill on a first scoring pass. 4 points for Tri-City as well. Joan Ranger back into the pack. Low block being called on Wildly Coyote as Joan Ranger tripped over her.
Yeah, Coyote wanted another penalty called on that too. She's not going to get it. Joan backs up. Gives a signal to her teammate. Don't know what that play is, but we're going to see it called.
Judge picking up a out-of-play block. Overkill enters back onto the track, picks up 4 points.
We're going to have a star pass as Mako is going to take over. Again, Mako is a jammer for the outfit, so fresher legs maybe as she dances her way around Oval right behind her, though. And that's going to be the end of the jam, full 2 minutes. Outfit jumps up to a 20-point lead here.
Yeah, 19 points in that jam for the outfit. 12 points for Tri-City. Both teams able to put points on the board, but that power jam allowed the outfit to outscore them by 7.
Yeah, Joan Ranger took full advantage of that, and again, you have to take advantage of those opportunities when they're handed to you. Everybody has that chance when you get those power jams. It's what you do with it. Tri-City has a little bit harder time getting through those massive blockers of the outfit. Lola Blow has to go all the way back. That's going to give lead jammer to Praying Mantis as she makes her way through. Pack is separated out, stretched out about 15-20 feet. Praying Mantis tries to step around the outside, calls it off, flapping her wings, her arms, trying to call off the jam. Finally gets it off, called off. Thought he was trying to take flight on us there, Captain Lou.
Absolutely, Jeff. 76 for Tri-City with those 4 points. Chicago outfit at 92. We'll remind you that Vanilla Skates will be, courtesy of Vanilla Skates, will be awarding 4 sets of backspin wheels, 1 to the Spring Roll WFTDA MVP Jammer, 1 to the Spring Roll WFTDA MVP Blocker, and 1 to the Spring Roll MRDA MVP Jammer and Blocker as well. And that'll be at the end of the tournament. Thank you to Vanilla Derby.
Mako wearing the pivot cover, trying to help block. Overkill out on her own. She is a lead jammer for Tri-City. Tri-City trying to come back into this. Matzo Ball Breaker is going to go to the penalty box right there in that death zone too, about 3 feet away from the edge of the point of no return. Overkill taking full advantage of this. She is lead jammer, so she's going to have about 35 seconds here to get another scoring pass in or two to see how many points she can score. Nice move to the inside, avoids a hip check. Then she gets another grand slam as Tri-City is trying to work their way back into this. They've got a Mako's in the box, Matzo Ballbreaker's in the box, so 2 of the key players for the outfit are not in there. Overkill powers her way through, Captain Lou.
15 points so far for Tri-City on this power jam. They are now within a single point of the Chicago outfit, and Overkill coming around for another scoring pass.
The outfit back to full strength now as Mako comes out. Matzo Ballbreaker hits the back of the pack. Still trying to make her way through. Fighting, pushing on her toe stops, driving, force down back to her knees, skates to her back.
Overkill deciding that she's had enough, puts 4 more points on the board for Tri-City, and after a big 32-point run by the Chicago outfit, Tri-City has come back and taken the lead 95-92.
For those of you watching on DNN at home, it's time to take a drink. All right, we're getting set here, 95-92. 22 and a half minutes to go here in this game. We said it was going to be a good one as we wrap this one down.
We haven't lied yet. Jamming away. Joan Ranger taking the star for Chicago outfit. Freudian whip for Tri-City. 4-on-3 pack advantage for the outfit.
That's Freudian whip out there donning the star. She gets lead jammer for Tri-City. But right behind her is the Joan Ranger.
Briefly looked at playing some jammer-on-jammer defense, with Joan Ranger getting past her.
Seeing a little time kill here, Joan Ranger hits the pack. Freudian whip slides around.
And with that, Freudian whip calls it off just before the Joan Ranger can score, but also just after the penalty to Commander Will Recker had expired, so that time-killing, time-management technique working to clear the penalty box. We'll go back to 5-on-5 roller derby action.
Yeah, we saw the signal come in from the bench. Hey, run a little time off that clock. We saw Tri-City take off with the pack. The outfit had no choice but to keep up. You can't destroy that pack.
Wild Lee Coyote jamming for Tri-City.
Mako out there for, no, I'm sorry, that's not Mako. Mako is donning this pivot. Haven't seen her jam except on a star pass so far. Right now, it looks like it's Lola Blow out there trying to make her way through. And it is. Pumping her fist, trying to make her way through. And she does. Both skaters out there trying to get her around. Wiley fast on her tails, trying to catch that road runner of Lola Blow. Oh, skaters are bumbling and tumbling, going down. Lola's going to pick up a point on that as there was a skater down on the track.
That's right, and to add insult to injury, not only did Agrosaurus' point get snapped up by Lola Blow, but she picked up a low block, now having to spend 30 seconds in the penalty box. 4-on-3 pack advantage for the outfit. 95 to 93 is the score. 20 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the game, and it's Freudian Whip taking the star. Number 22 for Tri-City.
That looks like that Matza ball breaker back there, ducked down in that runner position. We couldn't see her. She was hiding down behind those trees of all the blockers. Matza steps to the inside.
Picks up a forearm, Jeff.
Yeah, she
pushing
did.
Away.
So that's gonna leave Freudian out there by herself to work her way through, see if she can get that lead jammer status, and she does, as see it, and it happens. Freudian make her way around as she skates through turns 1 and 2, surveying the back of the pack, trying to figure out where to go. The outfit looking at her. Oh, Freudian with a nice move to the outside. Mohawks along the outside tightrope and gets 5 points. That's 5 in the sky. Outfit getting together, trying to block. Annex up there trying to help out Freudian get through the pack. Freudian slides through. Penalty's going to get called. That's going to send the pivot to the box for the outfit. Now hitting the back of the pack is Matza Ballbreaker out of that penalty box after serving her penalty. Can she get through without scoring any more, get another penalty? She does not. She gets out. No penalties, no points though.
Yeah, great work by Lethal Dose and Sneer and Loathing to force Freudian Whip to call off that jam. Tri-City able to pick up 10 points, 11 points in that jam, on the power jam. A single point picked up on that final pass after a 2 Grand Slam. Score now at 106 for Tri-City. They are into triple digits. Chicago outfit remains at 93.
Looks like Overkill's out there going up against Joan Ranger. Seen her a couple of times now in the second. And she is not going to be lead jammer as she had a no pass, no penalty. Ova trying to make her way through, trying to push the pack forward out of her way. And Overkill should have been lead jammer. He finally got it called there.
The Overkill was pounding her hips, but she hadn't been declared lead yet.
Right. She knew that she was lead. She knew that the other jammer...
That's right. She was waiting for the call.
She was trying to call it off there because she was trying to keep Joan from being able to score any more points. But unfortunately, you can't call it off until you've been declared lead jammer.
That is correct, Jeff. 3 points scored by the outfit. As a result, the score is now 106 to 96.
Looks like Lola back out there for the outfit. She's going up against 2 blockers from Tri-City. One of those is Fox, number 10-13, multiplayer block on Fox. Going to send her to the box. Freudian Whip out there making her way out of the pack now. Chicago playing tough defense out there, trying to get points. Lola working her way around, taps her hips, skates out of bounds. She's only going to pick up 3 as the last Tri-City blocker was able to stay in front of her.
So close to hitting triple digits. Chicago now at 99, Tri-City at 106. Jeff, we often talk about roller derby being a game of momentum. In this second half, Chicago starting off strong, Tri-City roaring back, but now the momentum back in the team in yellow's favor. Chicago outfit rolling hard, trying to catch up.
Yeah, absolutely. Tri-City's lost a little bit of that momentum here. Tri-City with 2 blockers in the box too. Not going to give them much of a chance here as the jammer for Chicago working her way through against those only 2 blockers. No pack is called, so they have to give it up. Outfit will get lead jammer.
That's number 666, Susie Crotchrot, taking the star for the outfit. Praying Mantis fighting her way free of the pack as well. 4-on-2 pack advantage remains for the outfit as Susie Crotchrot comes around the outside through the pack, calls off the jam and picks up all 4 Tri-City points. 2 on the track and 2 on the box. And now the score is 106 for Tri-City, 103 for Chicago outfit.
Yeah, that was very cruel the way she went through that pack out there and got those points. All right, Tri-City still with 2 blockers in the box as we're going to get started in our next jam here.
Overkill jamming for Tri-City.
And Looks like it's going to be Joan Ranger back out there for her third jam in the second half. Nice move to Mohawk along the inside line against lead jammer for the outfit. Again, that momentum strong in the Chicago favor. Finally out of the box, or out of the pack is going to be Ova. Maybe a little too late though as Joan slides through to the inside, taking that inside apex. Swings to the outside, trying to find a way through. One to beat, that's Fox. Taps her hips. Got 3, not 4. Fox did a very good job of staying in front of her so she couldn't get past her hips.
Well, of course it's 3 points, Jeff, because 3 points will bring our score back to where we started the game and started the half.
106.
106. We're tied up with 15 minutes remaining, so maybe we should just play 15 minutes of this game.
I tell you what, but it would not have been nearly as much fun.
Oh, no.
Now, this will be an all-skate, so we're going to get all skaters on the floor. We're going to be 5-on-5 here. Matza Ballbreaker out there. Very distinct. You can tell her she has a very distinct toe-stop run she goes through when she hits the pack.
Coming through on the inside first, though, is Wild Lee Coyote. She picks up lead jammer for Tri-City. Matza Ballbreaker fighting her way past Mandy Magabone. Race is on, Jeff.
I had a chance to talk to Magabone early on, and she's very proud of her name. She did a good job there of holding up Matza Ballbreaker there, and
a single point coming to Wild Lee Coyote and Tri-City Thunder, breaking the tie, but only by 1. 107 to 106 is the score.
Yeah, I think this last 14 minutes is going to... I don't know how it could get better than how it has been, but, man, we're wrapping down 13 minutes to go, 14 minutes to go. This one's still way in question. No one has been able to gain an advantage to get their horse out front.
5-on-5 roller derby action again. Lola Blow against Freudian Whip.
Look at the way she surveys the pack, Lou, as she tries to find her way through, dancing around, looking to see where she can find a hole. Lola Blow, a very smart skater. By way of out of play, she's going to become lead jammer for the outfit. So now it seems to switch again as Whip is stuck back there. Oh, hard chest-to-chest hit there. Grabs her eye. May have got a little repercussion there to the face, but recovers, get right back in it here. Working her way through, hip checking, knee checking, trying to find a way to get out behind that tight four-wall. No pack is called.
5 fingers raised in the air by her jam ref. Grand slam for Lola Blow.
And it's going to be a power jam. The outfit has a chance to really grow up on this lead now. Lola Blow steps to the inside after joking to the outside to try to find her way through. Another high five from her jam ref. Lola now hits the apex. Sees the black-clad skaters from Tri-City. Gets knocked out of bounds, but to the inside she's able to scoot back in quickly. Lola Blow all the way at the other end of the track away from us. Captain Lou pushes her way through. That's going to tap her hips, but not before she picks up 5 more points.
A 15-point jam for Lola Blow. Part of it on a power jam, but she was already scoring before Freudian Whip went to the penalty box, able to freeze the Tri-City jammer. This will be a power start for Chicago Outfit. They're sending Susie Crotchrot out onto the line once again, and Chicago Outfit back in the lead, 121 to 107, a 14-point differential.
So starting in a power jam, Tri-City tries to take a defensive structure to hold back the jammer for the Chicago outfit, and she tries to make her way through chest to chest with 9 TNT, trying to make her way through. That's Wild Lee Coyote playing defense. Out of play is called. And unfortunately, she did not release her, so she's going to get called for a blocking out of play. We got a star pass here. As 60 and 9, Preen Mantes is going to get the star panty and going to make her way through.
That star pass is going to allow the damage to be limited to 5 points.
So, Preen Mantes, number 22, they're still holding their face from that last jam, Freudian Whip. So, those of you that may not be up to date on the new rules, the jammer, in that star pass, the jammer can actually leave the pack with the jammer star panty in her hand. Last year, that would have been an out-of-play penalty. It is not an out-of-play penalty this year. She has until she hits the engagement zone to put it back on again, as we're going to get an official review from Tri-City.
Luckily, we have the Charminator in the house, our announcer ref. He's been doing a great job for us today and all weekend long. He'll come back and give us an update on what the official review is for. Meanwhile, new for 2014, Backspin Wheels, our new Backspin Derby specific line. Check out our new Mayhem, Synergy, and Phenom wheels. Keep your roll with our precision aluminum hub, but still get the grip with our unique urethane. As always, a lifetime guarantee.
Hey, that's in Derby. If you can get a lifetime guarantee on any equipment in Derby, I would jump on that.
Are you trying to say that Derby skaters use their equipment hard, Jeff?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, 10 minutes, we call it 11 minutes, 10:53 left to go in this one. Chicago, by way of that power jam, has jumped back out now to a 19-point lead. Can they sustain this? Can they build on this and go from here as we get into this home stretch, as we hit the last 1/6 of the bout? Or are we going to see what we've seen all afternoon long, Captain Lou? Tri-City going to come back and make this thing close?
Yeah, it was just 3 jams ago and 4 minutes ago that we had a tie game. The differential now, 19 points for Chicago outfit by virtue of that power jam that they picked up against Freudian Whip. Chicago able to put the hammer down when they get the advantage. And as this official review continues, we'll remind you about Jam Printing and Promotions for all your fun Derby merch. They are the exclusive merch reps for the Race City Rebels and are sponsoring our individual game MVP bandanas, which I know skaters from the teams participating in this tournament have been appreciating all weekend long, Jeff.
Yeah, absolutely. These skaters have been, some of them have been surprised, but most of them have been honored to receive these awards. You know, if you can come to Spring Roll and walk away with an MVP, that's pretty good. And, you know, I feel honored that us as announcers get to pick the MVPs, and it makes me feel good to see these ladies and gentlemen get these awards and go home with those.
You know, you look at a team like Big Easy where they went 0-3 this weekend, but number 00 Rock Bottom picked up 3 MVP blocking awards in every game that she played in. She was the beast on the track that no one wanted to face. So those MVP bandanas are fantastic, and I know she'll take them home and I'm sure create some lovely piece of artwork with her bandanas. Mementos.
And you know, to get an MVP, even in a bout where you're not winning, is amazing. That says a lot about you, because it's easy to give MVPs to the winning team. So congratulations to her. I know Twin Cities had a chance to play them. They're an awesome team. We had a chance to play them Friday night, and what a gracious group of ladies they were.
Here comes the Charminator.
Till they finish explaining to the coaches. Alrighty here. Yeah, go ahead.
We'll give one more shout out to our vendors as this official review comes to a close. Derby Skins, it's a Derby Girls world. We just live in it. Stop by and see all the shiny goodies. Spring Roll is getting close to the end. Make sure you stop by the vendors and Derby Skins, sponsors of Spring Roll 2014.
Hey, I think we ought to give a shout out to a couple other people here that haven't been on skates all weekend, but have been doing a lot of work. Miss Trial and Joe Core have been really working all weekend. Congratulations to our tournament head refs for great work that they did this weekend. So, okay. I thought she was going to get it for a second. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll take it. All right, number 19, Pippi Longstockings was given a penalty there. Still going to get a penalty, but it was changed from blocking out of play to failure to return. All right, we're getting started here. The jam whistle is blown. Joan Ranger has her 3 black blockers. She's trying to get her around. That's Ava out there. Overkill trying to get around her 4 Windy City Bar. Outfit blocker, she's trying to get around. Neither one able to get an advantage. We're now back
Back block to overkill,
Oh,
sending
man.
him to the penalty box.
Yeah,
It's a
not
power
what Tri-City
jam.
wanted there. Joan backing up, surveying the pack, building up a little speed, trying to find her way around, and does on the outside. Pretty smart move there. She regrouped, backed up, and found a way to get through there and got a lead jammer for the outfit. Now sliding to the inside, stumbles but regains the control, gets another high five, extending that lead for the outfit. Joan hits the apex between turns 3 and 4. Going up against the Fox, going up against Annex. Hard hit, spins around, does a whoop-de-doo on the inside of the track. Has to skate all the way back around. Overkill skates to the outside on her initial pass. Joan making her way through, trying to get as many points as she can before she has to call it off.
2 additional points.
2 more points on that.
So even with that power jam, pretty solid defense by Tri-City Thunder, limiting the damage to only 7 on that power jam. Scoring out 133-107, 9 minutes remaining in this game, Jeff.
Yeah, we're still very tight bout here. The outfit trying to pull away. They're going to field Lola Blow out there for jammer. She squats down at the jammer line, making her way through. Penalty is called, but now before Lola's able to step in through the seam and get out, and there's going to be lead jammer for the outfit. Oh, hard hit there. Praying Mantis, though, gets right back up from that. What a great show of training and strength that she was able to bounce right back out of that.
That was a massive hit by number 43, Sneer and Loathing.
Commander Will Rucker there did a good job of making Lola call the jam off by knocking her out of bounds and bolting backwards 15 to 16 feet behind the pack there.
It's been 9 jams since Tri-City has been stuck. They were at 106 9 jams ago, now at 107. Chicago able to shut them down.
Alright, we're getting the next jam started. Looks like Matza Ballbreaker out there for the Chicago outfit. 40 and Whip out there for Tri-Cities. Both jammers trying to find their way through. No one able to get an advantage. Finally, Whip gets out of the pack, finds her way around. Try to bring Tri-City back into this. Out of play is called. Skaters have to let her go. Matza Ballbreaker will be on her own now to skate around. 40 and Whip surveys the situation, finds a way around, taps her hips, calls it off before Matza can get in and score any points. 2 points for the Tri-City.
So Thunder crawl a little bit closer, score now 133 to 109. 24 points separating these teams as we get down to the 7-minute mark remaining in this game. Time becoming the enemy of Tri-City, the friend of Chicago outfit. Joan Ranger taking the star for the ladies in yellow, and it's Wild Lee Coyote taking the star in black.
Yeah, you hit the nail right on the head there, Captain Lou. Chicago wants to see that clock go down just as quickly as possible and maintain the lead. They don't have to do anything else but maintain their difference right now. But right now, that's going to be Wiley getting out and getting lead jammer for Tri-City. She says, I have thoughts of a different nature here. Joan Ranger trying to dance her way through around the outside there. Can't find him make a hole. We're going to get a multiplayer block on the outside from the pivot. Number 11. That's Overkill is going to go to the box.
Wild,
2 more points for Tri-City.
Yeah, Wild Lee Coyote deciding she has to call it off. 2 points. We're getting a timeout for the Chicago outfit. Tri-City now at triple ones, 111 to the 133, 22 points now separating these teams. Tri-City able to get lead jammer over the last 2 jams, but not able to put too many points up on the board, just 4, 2 points in each jam.
Yeah, it's like making lemonade out there for Tri-City. They're squeezing a lot of lemons, but they're not getting a lot of juice out of each one of those lemons right now. So
6 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the game. We probably should give some love to a Cut Above Lawn. They have been sponsoring our hospitality room and feeding all of the wonderful and amazing volunteers. Some of those volunteers are sitting at this desk right now. calling the game. The announcers have been happy, and I got to tell you, they've had bacon for breakfast, and that's really all you need to say. If you've got a hospitality room that's feeding you bacon in the morning, you're gonna have a lot of happy people.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not just it's not muffins they found at the used dollar store. They're taking really good care of us here. All right, as we get ready to line up here, these two teams gonna tighten down the helmet strap. 6 minutes and 7 seconds to go in this 111 to 133. Tri-City leaving here even. Stevens at 2-2.
Praying Mantis taking the star for Tri-City.
The outfit would love to leave here with 3 sanctioned bouts under their belt in the victory column. So we're getting started. All right. Lola Blow held up on the outside, can't get through. And she's going to get called for a penalty. So it's going to be a Tri-City power jam. Who was that?
That's Praying Mantis, the only jammer on the track. Lola Blow now in the penalty box for the outfit. Tri-City with 30 seconds to try to close this 22-point gap. Praying Mantis already threw on their initial pass in the pack scoring, Jeff.
Just what Tri-City needed here, Captain Lou, and that is going to be a high five for Tri-City. Working her way around again, coming up to the back of the pack. The outfit's ready for all the blockers are together. Takes a stumble, fumbles balls, falls down, but able to come back around to the back of the pack. 3 blockers out there for Windy City. Pushes way through. Oh, hard hit. Body slam on the ground. Taps her hips, calls it off. Bodies are flying everywhere. 3 more points. Nothing for the outfit.
Praying Mantis slow to rise after the big hit by Lethal Dose. Lethal Dose getting a piece of her earlier. And as she reset and tried to get through the pack.
Yeah, she took a full body slam there. It looked like WWE out there. Obviously not intentional, but took a full body slam. The full brunt of her weight came right down on her midsection there. So probably just got the breath knocked out of her. Hopefully we'll see her back in there.
And just before the 30 seconds runs out between the jams, Tri-City takes a time out. 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the game. 133 for the Chicago outfit, 119 for Tri-City. They were able to put up 8 points in that previous jam, and now the difference between these teams is 14.
Very smart for Jay Robot out there. Waited to the absolute last possible second to call that timeout. That way he can get a full minute and a half for his team to rest and catch their breath, especially after we just saw what happened right there.
Yeah, everyone wants to be able to field their top lines in the closing minutes of the game, especially in a game this close. Timeouts, essential time management, one of the keys of bench management in roller derby. We would like to thank Adam Wheels, who have been giving away sets of Boom wheels. They gave away a pair yesterday. They're giving away a pair today. Stop by their booth and register. And if you're online watching us on DNN, stop by their website and take a look at Boom Wheels. Adam Wheels sponsors of Spring Roll 2014.
Gives me an opportunity to thank our medic staff out there wearing the blue shirts here at Spring Roll this weekend. Great job that they have done to attend to the skaters and anyone else here that's been in need of any medical attention. Thank you, you blue-shirted devils, you.
Susie Crottrot taking the star for the Chicago outfit. And it's Wildly Coyote jamming for Tri-City Thunder. Penalty box is empty. 5-on-5 roller derby action, Jeff.
I love it. It will be an all skate. All skate, please. Got the starting whistle, and here we go. Susie trying to find her way around. She gets knocked down, recycled out of bounds. Spins around. Avoids a track cut. Oh, hard hit there. Agrosaurus aggravated her there with that nice little hip check there. Out of play is called.
What a high block to Susie Crottrot. It's going to be a power jam to Tri-City, but Wildly Coyote picks up a back block. It's now a jammer race to the penalty box. Susie getting there first. We're going to go the full 2 minutes, Jeff.
We absolutely are. So this jam is going to go the distance on this one. So who's got more strength? Who's got more endurance? Neither jammer has left on their initial pass yet, so it's going to be interesting to see who can get through first. Can Tri-City hold back Susie long enough to allow their jammer to get back into this and get into this fray, but it's 4-on-4, and one of those 4 is Mako, and she is hard to get around. Haven't seen much of Mako with the star on her head in the second half. She's been doing more of the pivot duties. Hard hit by Mako as she laid out with a clean hit to the side. Man, she took a hard hit there.
Commander will wreck her down hard as well at the back of the pack.
Trying to call off the track there, getting out of the way. They will continue unless she needs medical attention. And we're going to call it. We're going to call it.
We'll get the medics over to take a look at Commander Will Wrecker.
Yeah, she took a hard hit there.
That's going to stop the clock at 3 minutes and 17 seconds. No points scored on that crazy jam.
Yeah, absolutely. So now because the jam got called for her, she's going to have to sit out 3 jams. We may not see her again this bout.
That's right. I'm not sure we'll get 3 jams in. We're going to go to an official timeout.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of this the players realized that was called for the injury and not just because there was no lead jammer, so we had to call it off. So
that's right.
Pretty good crowd here on hand to come listen to me and you talk. Oh wait a minute, no. Pretty good crowd here on hand to see this action. I think everybody saw this one on the schedule and said, hey, I want to come see that. I know I talked to a lot of fans. They're interested in seeing this Tri-City Chicago outfit bout. Like you said, it's the rubber match with these two. Just to even this one up to see who can take the advantage in this.
As we've seen this week in Chicago, outfit really bringing their A game to the Spring Roll 2014. Commander Will Wrecker is up and on her skate, rolling with the assist of the medics.
And she is rolling her way across the floor. Good to see her up and moving around.
Yes, indeed. It's always good to see the skaters get up when injuries are cause jams to get called off.
Gonna get her over here to the bench and have the medics take a look at her. Probably take that skate off and make sure that she's okay.
And while they attend to her, we'll be able to get roller derby back underway momentarily. We just have head ref Ogre over there consulting. At the conclusion to this bout, we will have more roller derby action. You'll see Toronto CN Power facing off against the Black Sheep of Cincinnati. And the chant from the crowd is from CN Power with a TCRD chant. The Canadians supporting each other on and off the track.
All right, we're back to action here. 3 minutes, 17 seconds. 119 for the Tri-City. 133 for the Chicago outfit. Freudian whip knocked out of bounds behind Mako. She's going to have to come all the way back in. Up front is Joan Ranger. Her signature ponytail's bouncing left to right as she tries to find her way around Fox. She finds her way, spins her way into the lead jammer for the outfit.
Each one of those blockers from Tri-City were on the verge of knocking her out of bounds. She absorbed every blow, turned them into a spin, got out the front lead jammer to outfit, and threw the pack on the inside. Picks up 5 points for Chicago.
Absolutely, and we've got Fox out there now trying to find her way through. Gets knocked down. No pass, no penalty is called as she tries to pass past Mako. She forces her way past, knocks her down, has the jammer panty in her hand now, trying to make her way through, gonna slide it on. Ducks her head down, tucks in her head into the cover.
Huge smile on the Joan Ranger's face.
Absolutely, she knows what she just did there.
10 plus 1 will make 11 for the Chicago outfit. Score now 140. We'll wait for the scoreboard.
Yeah, Joan Ranger, like you said, huge grin on her face at the end of that one. She knew that that's exactly what her team needed as we get down to less than 2 minutes to go in this one. 144 to 119. Lola Blow out there for her team. Ducks down into that runner position, trying to push her way through. And we're going to get a false start warning, and now it's a false start penalty. And not what Tri-City needed here. A high block called on Overkill. Ova will race to the box. That leaves Lola out there all by herself as the only jammer. And another high block. I have not seen so many high blocks called all weekend as I have in this one. Gordon very happy out there, the coach for the outfit. as the Chicago outfit is eminently thinking that they've got a chance with this one in a power jam. Lola Blow working her way around, adding up points to that lead. Lola ducks low, buries the toe stops into the concrete and drives her way past for another high five from her jam ref. Lola catching her breath, hands on her knees as she hits the pack. Watermelons to a slow stop there. Apex jump there by Ova, but she missed it, has to crawl back to the inside. Going to get a destruction call on Matza Ballbreaker, the pivot for the outfit. Ova finally out of the pack. Oh. Hard hit there. Lola Blow took a blow there and ended up on the track, skating this one out. All she has to do, again, is beat the clock. Ova makes her way around. She's going to get 4 fingers in the air. Lola trying to gas this one out all the way to the end. Dances on her toe stops. Passes on the outside past the last blocker. Skating her way around. That's 4 in the air from her jam ref. Lola hits the back of the pack again. That's going to be another jammer pass as Ova has just hit 4 bouts, maybe taking her toll as she looks tired, Captain Lou. She tries to get through this. Lola Blow spins, but she gets knocked to the inside. That's it. That's the end of the jam. That's the end of the game. And we get the whistle from the referees. We're going to get the final score here authorized or checked here by our jam refs, and we're going to see if this was official.
5 points on that last jam for Tri-City, 17 points for the Chicago outfit. Score on the scoreboard at the end of regulation time is 161 for the Chicago outfit, 124 for Tri-City. Again, we will get the scores checked to see what the final is. While we're doing that, we'll remind you about Derbalife. You can get 10% off any order. Stop by and sign up for the Derby Fit Challenge starting in a week. Also stop by and register to win a free 7-day Derbalife skincare trial. Derby Fitness and Nutrition for more life in your game.
Oh, the sound got cut.
Yeah. Just waiting for this to be official. The track is full of skaters and fans alike. The seats are almost empty as the last slap around for both of these teams. They get presidential high fives coming around for all the work that they've done today.
Just waiting for confirmation from our zebras. I see Ogre shaking hands of the NSOs.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be enough of a change that we're going to see it change completely all the way around. Where are the jam refs? Oh, are we having an official review?
And with that, we've got ourselves...
Yes, we do.
Do we have ourselves? I believe so, the victory lap. And the victory lap going to the ladies in yellow, the Chicago outfit victors over Tri-City Thunder, going 3-0 at the spring roll.
That'll definitely help them in the standings as they can wrap up 3 sanctioned bouts here as they beat the ladies from Narnia, Tri-City.